started. I'm going to be crocheting for 1 hour. It is a quiet, cozy Sunday here in Thailand, and I'm just going to see how much of these I can get done. I'll check back in after the first one is finished. I want to make sure that I get better clearance. So let's try it here. Make sure you can see what I'm doing. It looks like I was able to hide that tail. Got my first bout of yarn vomit. Sometimes this happens when you pull from the center, but don't panic because usually it's really easy to detangle. It's usually just yarn that has tangled in on itself, but you don't have to like start or do any cutting or anything. Just be patient. Don't worry, everyone. Don't freak out. It's just a little bit of yarn vomit, but we are untangling. And there we go. And we're good. Thank you for joining me on the channel. Just crocheting 1,000 granny squares. So join me on my adventure. Do some work. Pull up some yarn and a crochet needle of your own. Come on and join me, hookers. My fellow hookers. Ooh, I missed one. That's why it's a triangle and not a square. We need one more. Silly girl. Oh, goodness. I have a crook in my neck today, guys. All right. So here is the first granny square of the day. I am completing 1,000 of these. Right now, my color is purple. I will do a count after all of the purple yarn that I have is all used up. And hello, Preppy, and um, I'm just going to pronounce it Nitty. I don't want to butcher your name. Thank you for tuning in. If you're in the station and you enjoy crochet and you would like to see what I do with these 1,000 granny squares after they are completed, please like and subscribe to the channel. There is going to be so much more where this comes from. It's a new channel, so, be a seed and plant yourself in the beginning. So working yarn. Alrighty. Checking over the chat. Hello, Tamara from Uruguay. Nice to meet you. I am currently in Thailand, in Chiang Mai, Thailand. Thank you for checking out the channel. And for anybody else who's looking along, please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel as well. We're trying to build a community over here. I'm also enjoying some milk green tea from Thailand. It's a sweet, delicious drink. So good. I've been into the milk tea since I've been out into this region of the world. So that's a tasty little treat. If you're ever in Thailand, try the Thai milk teas. They come in a variety of flavors. All right, well, let's get back to it. 1,000 granny squares. That's the goal. I winded up that loose yarn because I'm actually pulling from the middle. So just a quick crochet tip. Whenever you're unwinding your yarn, try to pull from the middle of the skin. It's going to make your work much easier to work with because it's going to keep it from tangling and keep your yarn from rolling all about. So that's just a quick little tip before I get started on the next granny square. Oh, look at me, causing my own problems. Such is life. Too many. Too many. Okay, we are 50 minutes in, and I see one comment that says show me. So this is not a teaching channel, and typically this is a quiet station, but if you like to know exactly what I'm doing, I'm going to quickly go through the steps as I do it. If you're able to keep up with it, congratulations, you are an advanced crochet artist, and I would be happy to see some of the things that you have made. But if not, you can always slow this down, or um, I can link the video of the crochet tutorial that I used to make this pattern. So we start off with a slip stitch, well, slip knot. I'll start it over. We start off with a slip knot. Pull that onto your hook. You're going to chain 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. From there, you're going to go to that first stitch and you're going to do a slip stitch. You should have your circle. From there, I'm going to chain 3. This will act as one of the clusters for my double crochet clusters, which is going to consist of 3 double crochets. So this would be 1. That is 2. And 3. From there, we're going to chain 2. Now we're going to do another cluster, which is 3 double crochets. 2, 3. 2 chains. I'm sorry, chain 2. 3 double crochets. So one more cluster. When I say cluster, that is 3 double crochets grouped together. And they're going to be separated out with chains of 2. So that was 3 double crochets. I'm going to chain 2. And then do 3 more double crochets. I'm using US terminology. So if you are actually from the UK or probably anywhere outside of the United States, I believe that you all call this a triple crochet. I'm not really sure of the terminology. Please be patient with me. I will learn that so that I can properly express that on the channel in the future. So after I did the 3 double crochets, I chained 2, and then I'm going to slip stitch into the first cluster. So you're going to go 3 chains up. So 1, 2, 3, and we're going to slip stitch it. This is our first row. As you can see, there is 4 clusters of double crochet. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to chain 3. This is going to get us started on the next row. And in this opening here is where we're going to do 2 more double crochets. So let's do that now. From here, we have our first cluster, and we're going to start making our corners from here. So we're going to chain 2, just like the first section, and then we're going to do 3 more double crochets. This pattern will repeat the same techniques over and over again, but that's the point. That's what we want, to master these very basic techniques to create something grand. Foundations are key. We did 3, so we're going to crochet 2. We're going to chain 2, and then we're going to double crochet 3 more, so 1 more cluster inside the same square. This is how you get your corner. From there, chain 2, we're off to the next corner. So double crochet 3, chain 2, and in that same space, double crochet 3 more. Each corner piece is going to have 2 clusters of double crochets. Each cluster consists of 3 double crochets. We're going to chain 2, move on to our third corner, just doing my first cluster in the third corner of 3 double crochets, chain 2, second cluster into the third corner of 3 double crochets, chain 2. As you can see, we're back at the top. This was the first one that we started off with to get everything going. We are going to only do 1 cluster of double crochets to close off this section. So 3 double crochets, we're going to still chain 2 and slip stitch into that third stitch like I showed you before. Remember, it starts low, 1, 2, 3. So it actually is a hidden one up under this stitch here. It's going to go right here. From there, we're going to chain 3 to get started on our final exterior. So from here, double crochet twice. The chain of 3 will serve as the first double crochet whenever you're starting a new section. Chain 2. Now that we have this row, we have a midsection. We're only going to do 1 cluster in the midsection. So you're only going to double crochet 3 for 1 cluster. Crochet 2. Chain 2. And then go into your corner, so your second corner. And you're going to double crochet 2 clusters. So double crochet 3, chain 2, and in that same corner, double crochet 3. Chain 2. That was 1 and 2. Now you're back to the middle. You're only going to do 1 cluster of 3. So double crochet 3 in that center. Whoopsie daisy. Chain 2. We're at our third corner. We're going to do 2 clusters. So we're going to double crochet 3 times. Chain 2. chain 2, and then double crochet 3 back into that same corner, chain 2. We're going to get the spot in the middle. We're only going to do a cluster of 3, chain 2, hit that corner. We're going to do a cluster, 2 clusters, so double crochet 3, chain 2, double crochet 3 into that same corner, chain 2. We are on our last center piece for this granny square, so we're going to just do a cluster of 3. So one cluster of 3 double crochets, chain 2, and as you can see, we're back at the top. And once again, we only going to do 1 cluster back at the top because the first one was already made. Chain 2, count your 3, slip stitch into that corner, and then just to end it off, I like to do 1 more slip stitch just to pull it through and to reinforce it. So I just go into that next stitch and I just pull it through. And then my favorite part, doesn't that sound lovely? All right, and there's your granny square. It can be confusing at first, but it's a repetitive pattern, very easy to use and very easy to use to build more garments. I'm not doing anything fancy with these 1,000 squares. They're all going to be the same color, but that doesn't mean that we can't get fancy after the fact. Thank you all for coming through the channel, stopping by to see what it is that I'm doing. Again, I am building 1,000 granny squares, and I hope that you can join me on my journey. Please like and subscribe. Share with your friends if you find that they're interested in joining the crochet community. Thank you so much, and that has been Hey Auntie's Crochet Hour. Join me next time. Remember to subscribe and hit the bell so you know next time I'm live. Have a nice one. Thank you all for showing up for me. And oh, before I go, these are the ones that we completed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 1 granny scare per every 10, 11 minutes or so. A little slower than what I'm used to, faster than what I started off with. So I am growing, but I do want to get faster with these. So my intention is to get better with my stitches, to understand tension better, to be able to produce these items a lot faster, and to be able to produce finished material, finished products faster. And before we go, I typically don't do this, but I do want to show you what we are working up to and what I have done so far. So follow my feet, and I'm going to show you where we are at with the crochet project. So currently, these are all the granny squares that I have completed. There's more behind here. After these are my Frankenstein squares. These are the ones that got mixed up with different colors. So color change is also something that, is a part of crochet. So I'm learning how to do that as well. But yes, these are everything I have done so far. And once I finish off with all of my purple, because here's some more of my colors that are waiting for me. This is my last purple. Once I finish this, we will do a count. And I hope that you join me for my live when I do that. All right. Well, thank y'all so much for staying active and joining me on my crochet journey. I will see y'all next time. Bye-bye. And remember, if you haven't heard today, Auntie loves you. Have a good one.